Hey everyone, I am back. It's Dr. Hammond here with your mental health moment. I hope that you all have had an amazing week. For those of you who tune in every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, welcome back. It's Dr. Hammond here with your mental health moment. For those of you who are new to Mental Health Moment, we are here live every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern on Black Women Empowered Incorporated Facebook page, YouTube, and LinkedIn Live. And for those of you who are watching the replay on Dr. Nikisha Hammond YouTube page, be sure to like this page, share this video, and subscribe to the page. So, hey, welcome for those who are starting to join here. Dr. Hammond here with your mental health moment. Let me know in the chat where you are tuning in from today. I reside in the Tampa Bay area, Florida. For those of you who are new to mental health moment, busy day, so I apologize. I'm hopping on a bit later, trying to play multiple roles per usual. Today is my awesome son's birthday, and I really can't believe that he's turned 13 today, which obviously means he's officially a teenager, which is crazy to me because I feel like he was just born yesterday. So I'm just like, how did 13 years go by that fast? Pretty insane, but nonetheless, um, busy day. So, but thanks for those who are starting to join here. Dr. Hammond here with your mental health moment. And let me know in the chat again where you're tuning in from. Hopefully, I'll be able to see the comments soon. I just never know with these comments with tech. Good old technology. But while we're waiting for more people to pop in, I'll go ahead and do some quick announcements. But before I do that, for those of you who are new to Mental Health Moment is all about how do you work on becoming the best version of who you are so you can show up powerfully for yourself and for the people around you. So, let me give you a couple of quick announcements here. Let me pop up my calendar. Okay. So the best way, I know many of you often ask, like, where am I going to be speaking next? The best way to find out, and sometimes I actually tell you before it gets up, before my team and I get it up on the website, but right, hold on, this thing's always backward. Right here, drnikishahammond.com/events is where we will be putting the upcoming events, all the information to register and that sort of thing. So again, I may be in your area. And then hopefully I can get to meet you in person because I know a lot of you tune in, obviously, here on social media. So that's where you can go to get the information. I'm going to run through a couple that are coming up here for you all. Okay, let's see. Looks like the next one is Saturday, August 23rd. If you're in the Tampa Bay area of Florida, I will be speaking at the Mind Masters Workshop. It is a summit for upcoming 6th through 8th graders, but also there'll be a session for parents. So if you're a parent of a middle schooler and or well, I should say, and you have a middle schooler that wants to register, it's a full day event for middle schools. It's amazing. I attended last year. I was a keynote last year for parents about emotional wellness, and I love the event for youth. Let me tell you, great event. It is hosted by Jackson in Action 83 Foundation. And again, drnikishahammond.com/events is the best way to get that information. Hi, good evening from Boston. And again, that's in the Tampa Bay area of Florida. Saturday, August 23rd. Also on Saturday, August 23rd, because apparently it's a busy day. I will be speaking at a virtual summit at 1 p.m. Eastern. It is a webinar is virtual. I will, as soon as I get that information, which I should be getting here soon. Again, we'll do my best. My team and I will do our best to get it up on drnikishahammond.com/events. But again, that's Saturday, August 23rd at 1 p.m. Eastern. The next thing, Saturday, August 30th at 12 p.m. Eastern, I'll be hosting a webinar about how we can work on making sure to mentally recharge and not burn out. Again, more details soon. I'm just giving you, save the dates. You also have this information in advance. And then, the next event, which I'm super excited about. This is also in the comments or the description, I should say, for this live. But my second annual growth mindset and self-care summit, some of you may have seen it already online. I'm super excited to be hosting this year in person. It's going to be in Atlanta. That is on Friday, October 24th. It is a full day event, amazing speakers. We're going to have fun. We're going to learn. We're going to be in community with each other. We're going to network. It's going to be a really great event. I'm super excited, like I said, to be hosting this in person this year in Atlanta. So more information about that is at mindsettrainingsummit.com. That's mindsettrainingsummit.com. And also in the description for this live, you can get it. I'll put it here in the chat too, even though I know sometimes it does not go to LinkedIn. But there's a promo code specifically for BWE. It's BWE100, which is $100 off the registration fee for that day. Someone's here from India. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining here. Milwaukee's in the house. Welcome. And again, let me know where you're tuning in from in the chat. It's Dr. Hammond here with your mental health moment. Just giving a couple of upcoming save the dates. But again, and the early bird special ends August 31st for the Growth Mindset and Self-Care Summit, which again is Friday, October 24th. In case you also haven't heard the news, I'm super excited. We will be honoring Dr. Jackie King, who is the founder of this entire platform, Black Women Empowered Incorporated. She does so much behind the scenes, you all. If you don't know her personally, let me tell you, I have known this lady for, I want to say it's almost, I think next year will be like 10 years. She, like those like unsung heroes in your communities that people don't really know all that they do behind the scenes. I feel like that is Dr. Jackie King, if I may. Like this woman, she just does so much. I could go on and on. But anyhow, she will be actually getting an award there. It's the Growth Mindset Legacy Award. When I think about people who are deserving of that award, because it's a person who's really transformed communities, who has had their own growth mindset and has built a legacy, right? And that's exactly what Dr. Jackie King does. So I couldn't think of anyone better than her. It's one award that gets awarded this year, or that gets awarded each year. So again, this is be the first year it's in person, the summit. And I'm just so excited to give her the award. I don't know if she's on here tonight, but I'm so excited. So anyhow, so she'll be there as well. Like I said, some of you may know her, but she's just so amazing. I hope I don't like bawl cry. Y'all, I'm gonna be like bawling crying. I'm gonna bring tissues. I'm gonna bring tissues because I know she's just such a phenomenal. Like there's those really phenomenal people. That's her, and so me giving her the award and just describing her is just, I know I'll be crying. I'll bring some tissues. Anyhow, but for you all, again, it's going to be an amazing event. I'm so excited about who's coming, the speakers, like I said, the information, the connections, like it's going to be so great. So, and if you have any questions, you can always go to mindsettrainingsummit.com. There's a whole bunch of FAQs on there. There's I believe the emails on there to email the team, questions, like all that's there for you. Okay. So I think those are all my announcements. Yes. Okay. Let me see who's here today before I go to today's mental health moment. Grayson, Georgia's in the house. Welcome. Another Georgia. Welcome. Welcome. Oakland, California's here. Welcome. Buffalo, New York. Someone said congratulations. That's for Dr. King. North Carolina's in the house. Welcome. Dubai. Oh, one of my favorite places. Welcome, welcome. Someone said that is awesome. So thanks again for those who are joining here. Dr. Hammond here with your mental health moment. So I know there's like a lot of announcements going on. It's a busy, very busy time of year, I feel like. But nonetheless, today's mental health moment, I wanted to share with you all because I've been seeing so much. A lot of the studies I do, for those of you who are new to mental health moment, I'm like, who is this lady? I'm a psychologist, author, speaker, doing a lot of things in the mental health and wellness space. And a lot of what I've seen lately and a lot of my research about mindset is about how important it is to build our resilience, which I talk about a lot on Mental Health Moment. How important it is to build our resilience, but also like sometimes it takes us doing things that we don't feel like doing. Anyone can relate to that. To to really work on rewiring your brain. Like that is very possible. I hope that California's in the house. Welcome. Another person from North Carolina. Welcome. New Jersey. Welcome, welcome. So I hope you don't ever think that because it's not true. I mean, your brain is developed, obviously, for most people watching this, you're probably an adult. Of course, your brain looks different than the structure of your brain will look different than when you're a child, right? You're a child, you're a teen, you're an adult. Like our brain changes. However, even when we are adults, the actions we choose, the things that we do, the habits we have, the behaviors we have, those things can actually rewire your brain for the better. Okay, so let me give you an example. Someone said yes. So let me give you an example. So yesterday, even right. So um I am regularly going to the gym now. Okay, there's a whole like for those of you who are in mindset training, you know what I'm talking about. When I tell you the 180 that I did in my life, which I wrote about in mindset training, um like the healthier habits and those sort of things, like it's so life changing. Well, that's why I'm passionate to be here with you all every Tuesday, to hopefully for you to think about different areas of your life to make changes in. So one of the areas I made a massive change in was making sure to regularly be going to the gym, regularly be exercising, just really focusing on my health, not just exercise, right? However, asterisk. Hi from Jersey. Welcome. Calgary's in the house. Welcome, welcome. However, there are just there's certain classes that I take that I don't feel like doing those particular exercises because not every single type of exercise, frankly, excites me. So I go to a gym that anyways, they pretty much pick the workouts and it's all different. It's a huge variety of things. And so even yesterday, when I was thinking about it, I'm like, there was things that I didn't feel like doing, right? Like we show up to places sometimes, there's things in our lives. Maybe it's with your family, maybe it's with work, maybe it's with your friends or whatever it is, and you don't feel like doing them. But there's research that actually shows when you have to get to a mental point though where you push through it, right? You push through the resistance that you are giving yourself to do something. When you do more of that and you get to the other mental side of it, that is a way you can work on rewiring your brain, right? So for example, after I well did the exercise yesterday that I didn't feel like doing, frankly, because there's just like I said, certain things that don't excite me, like biking, riding bikes, like, not my thing. I'm like, I will run, I will row, I'll do different things, but I don't feel like being on a bike. But nonetheless, the point is after I did that, which I didn't feel like doing, right? There's something that physiologically changed in my brain to allow me to be more resilient, to say, you know what, there are just things we all know, fill in the blank for you. There are just things that we don't feel like doing, but we're training our brain, we're rewiring our brain to tell ourselves, you know what, we didn't feel like doing that. It was a hard thing to do. We didn't think we could do it. All those negative things, the self doubt, all the things, but we got it done, right? But we did it, right? But we got to the other side. That is literally a lesson that hi from San Francisco, welcome back. That is literally a lesson that you can teach yourself, right? Because there's plenty of situations. I was just giving you um, one example about the gym, but again, whatever it is for you, there's just plenty of things that we just don't feel like doing sometimes, right? And and so that being one thing, the other thing is things that you consider to be difficult for you. Like whatever goal that you have right now for yourself when it comes to your self-care, when it comes to your wellness, I promise you, you are normal if you have some level of self-doubt. If you say, I don't think I can, whatever it is, lose the weight. I don't think I can commit to taking time for myself. I don't think I can fill in the blank, right? Like we just tell ourselves things that are not true, right? But the more that you take, like I said, I really believe in celebrating the baby steps, you all. Good evening from Orlando. Welcome, welcome. I really hope that you all will also celebrate. I say this so many times. on mental health moment, but you also celebrate the baby steps because again, you are rewiring your brain. You are training your brain to say, yes, I can. Actually, yes, I can get through this, right? Like there's something that just clicks that is different for you. And what'll happen is it allows you to be stronger in challenging situations. There's always situations, of course, that are just so challenging for us. We're just like, okay, this is going to take more time, whether it be healing for you, whether it be transformation, whether it be the change, whether it be the goal, whatever it is that's going on. That is normal. But there's still like self-talk that you have that can be better, right? That can be improved, that can help to reduce your anxiety, that can help to calm your nervous system, and that can help for you to have better results, right? So that's what I really want you. Hi from Delaware. That's what I really want you to be thinking about today. And start to it really takes practice, you all. It's really like I don't know, like riding a bike almost. In the beginning, when maybe if you learned how to ride a bike and you're able to learn to ride a bike, you fell off, you couldn't do it at first, it's too hard, right? And then you get to the point where maybe you were able to ride the bike, right? But it took practice. It literally is the same thing with our brains. It it takes a different level of self-awareness. It takes you being more conscious of what is happening to you, saying to yourself, "Okay, I'm gonna try today. I know this is difficult for me, whatever it may be, but I'm gonna try to do it anyway," and see how you feel afterwards. Because honestly, you all, there has never let me think. No, there has never in the past God, when was I? I wanna say it was I think it was 2018. I don't know, 2018, 19 or something, when I had, like, just a drastic change, uh, one of my drastic changes I had for, like, just really honing in and working on physical health. And there's never since I really made that mental commitment, there's never a time when even though I didn't feel like some days doing certain exercises, after I did them, I looked back and I was like, "Man, I wish I didn't do that." Never. It's something that's healthy for you, right? So that's never happened. And the same thing likely will happen to you when you again get through those like just difficult things that you didn't think you could do or you didn't know how to do or you had the self-doubt about and then you get to the other side. More than likely you're not going to look back and like, I can't believe I did that. You're going to be proud of yourself. You should be proud of yourself and you should be celebrating. I was really proud of myself yesterday, by the way, because like I said, I hate hate riding the bike, y'all. Oh, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about these bikes. And the gym, I'm like, can I just skip today? Like, we don't need to do that. I know it's exercise, good for you. And hi, good morning to you. Welcome, welcome. I love how some of you are saying good evening, some of you are saying good morning, just depending on where you're at in the world. But it's all good. But it's Dr. Hammond here. If you're just tuning in, Dr. Hammond here with your mental health moment. Today, we're talking about how do you work on rewiring your brain. A lot of what we talk about, if you're just tuning in, if you're new to mental health moment, we talk about how do you work on bettering yourself? How do you work on incorporating? Sometimes it's just small things for you to incorporate in your life to make your life better, to change your life, whether it's physically, emotionally, spiritually, and or mentally, wherever you're at in your journey. And it's all good. I just want to say that for any of you all out there that are judging yourself, please, please know that it's all good. You can change. It's the whole point of today, right? We can rewire our brains. It is it yeah, it just varies on who you are. Sometimes it just takes more time, right? Or it just depends on where you're at in your journey. But it is very possible. Change is very possible. It's not overnight, but change is very possible. Good evening from Trenton, New Jersey. Welcome. Thanks so much for joining here. Dr. Hammond here with your mental health moment. Okay, so as I wrap up here today, I want you to think about that this week though. Like until the next mental health moment, like just the biggest thing I would say is like becoming more aware of certain things that you feel that kind of like, "Oh, I don't feel like doing it," or just catching yourself and the thoughts. We all have it, whether you have dealing with imposter syndrome right now, whether you're dealing with self-doubt, like it's normal, right? But catch yourself in it because you can though retrain your brain to have it lessen. And it's interesting because self-doubt and negative self-talk, it's really on a spectrum For some of you, I mean, it's high. You're like, and again, not from a place of judgment, but for some of you, if you evaluate, you're like, oh my God, it's so high. Like it's so impactful in your life, maybe in a negative way. And you're like, man, I wish I could work on decreasing that stress, decreasing that negative self-talk, decreasing the self-doubt, which is okay. And then for some of you, you still have it because we all have self-doubt, but it's manageable, right? Like there's a whole spectrum when it comes to this. And so again, instead of judging yourself, be more aware this week for you. And for some of you, you can listen to Mental Health Moment, which is awesome. Learn some tip, read some books, listen to some podcasts. You're good. Make the changes. And for some of you, you may be like, you know what? I need to speak with a mental health professional, or I need to speak with a coach, or I need to speak with someone else to help me through this journey. And that is okay too. It is okay. Right. So like wherever you're at in this process, the most important thing is to understand that you deserve to be healed. You deserve to have transformation. You deserve to live a emotionally healthy life too, along with physically. You deserve to have positive change in your life. Like you deserve all those things, right? Someone said, I will definitely work on changing my mindset. I love that. And it's so powerful. Oh my gosh. I know I say this like so often, y'all, but you're changing your mindset is so powerful. It really just is like changing your perspective, changing your mindset is powerful, life changing. I hope that each and every one of you really think about on some level how to just get to a place of inner peace. Like you're allowed to have inner peace. And again, we're all dealing with all sorts of different things in our lives. I totally understand that would be unrealistic to think that you have this inner peace like every single day, every single minute. Of course not. Like no. Right? But the point is working on being more committed to working on your inner peace, right? Even in the midst of the hard times. That is really, really critically important. Good evening from Houston, Texas. Welcome. The Poconos in Pennsylvania. Welcome. Oh, I've been there before. When did I go there? I feel like it was in the past year, within the past year. I've been there. It's fairly pretty. Okay, so so as I wrap up today again, so think about that this week again. Be intentional, right? Like be intentional with your peace always. Protect your energy. Work on your mindset, like some people were saying in the comments. Very important. It's not overnight. Do not think it's overnight. It's not overnight, but it is possible for you, right? Take the steps, right? Be more aware and be more intentional for you. Okay, so I will let me see. Hold on. Yes. Yes, I will. Okay. I know there's a conflict coming up sometime soon, but next week, yes, I'll be back next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here live on Black Women Empowered Incorporated Facebook page, YouTube, and LinkedIn Live. And for those of you who tuned in a little bit late, don't forget to go to drnikishahammond.com/events for all the upcoming events. They're let's see. Yeah, they're kind of all over. But you can go there. Also, mindsettrainingsummit.com in Atlanta, Friday, October 24th. Mark your calendars, get your tickets before the early bird special is over. And the BW100 is the promo code for $100 off the registration. Someone said mindsets are a form of direction of how we set the bars of our lives too. Yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Very, very true. Yep. Someone said I have a relationship with my higher power along with my efforts to recondition my mind. I love it. And someone said I'm working on my inner peace. I love that. I love that. And it's a lifelong process, you all. So right, like this is not just like this is what I'm doing for this week and that's it. Like it's lifelong, but again, make that commitment for yourself to work on your inner peace, to get back to that place, right? Because you deserve it, frankly. My strong opinion. Okay, so again, I'll be back next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on Black Women Empowered Incorporated Facebook page, YouTube, and LinkedIn Live. Be blessed. Have an amazing week, y'all. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.